what's up, guys? This is Daniel with Midnight Movie Trash, and I'm here with...
Sandy Harding. I'm the general manager of the Last Blockbuster on the planet.
Awesome. Tell me a little bit about your documentary.
So the documentary was actually made by a local crew in Bend, and then Netflix picked it up from them. It's been on Netflix for almost 2 years now. But yeah, it was a great story about kind of the rise and fall of Blockbuster Corporate, and then about our location as well.
So how is it running the Last Blockbuster?
It is definitely a lot different now than it was 5 years ago. So I was telling somebody earlier that, you know, in July will be 5 years since we became Last One in America. And my job has changed 100%. You know, gone are the days of me just coming in, opening the store and helping customers and going home. I don't get to do that as often as I used to. Now it's a lot of managing merchandise, managing interviews, just, you know, overall taking care of everything to keep it all running. So it's definitely a lot different. Every once in a while I'll try to cover a shift and the staff is like, why do you even bother when you're spending all your time talking to people and taking pictures? And I'm like, okay.
I want to keep it going.
Exactly,
Yeah.
that's my job.
Yeah. And running it, being the last one, was it something you wanted to keep going personally? Or?
Well, of course. I mean, I love movies, and you know, and it's more than just about the video store itself. It's also about the community and the people that work for me. And you know, let's face it, when the stores closed, people lost their jobs. You know, and people lost that place in the community they could go to and escape the real life problems in a movie or in those things. And yes, we have streaming, and you can sit on your couch and you don't have to leave your house. But I mean, part of that whole experience is the social part of it, and that's the thing that people are missing nowadays. And we know that because we're raising a lot of people who are on their phones all the time, and so and we all are connected, you know, to the internet in one form or another. And so it's that social interaction that I'm glad I've been able to kind of preserve a little bit.
Yeah, and that's awesome because I was just talking to my two nephews who are teenagers now, and they don't know the experience of going on a Friday night after school to a Blockbuster and getting some movies, ordering pizza. They don't know nothing about that.
No.
And they were like, I was talking to them about it, and they're like, what's a rental store?
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, something you'll never...
The tangible thing of holding on to a DVD,
Yes.
Fighting with your sibling over which movie you're going to rent because mom and dad only let you have one.
Hiding a movie to come back for it.
Exactly.
And that's the one thing that I was explaining to them, that, you know, the social of it, like being there and bumping into your crush, and you're like, do I go talk to her or do I run away? You know, they don't know that, and they're like, oh, that sounds cool. And as a big physical media collector myself, I don't like the digital, because I've heard that some streaming services are taking films off, and I was like, well, I don't have that problem because it's on my shelf.
Exactly.
So
and I don't have that problem because it's on my shelf too. But you know, and that's exactly right, is that people don't realize until it's gone how important it was. And I have people who come into our store from all over the country, all over the world. I was telling someone earlier that just a couple weeks ago, I had someone actually from Israel who flew over, who was on vacation, who still had their Blockbuster card in Hebrew and brought it in to show me. And of course, I didn't take a picture. And after he left, I'm like, I should have taken a picture. But it was amazing that he held onto that card. And just the fact that somebody from a foreign country, somebody from Texas, somebody, you know, from somewhere else, we can sit down and have a conversation about what it meant to us to spend time at a video store. And we all have the same warm feelings of comfort, and it's really awesome to still be able to be a part of that and to be able to preserve a little bit of that. I know I've said that a couple of times, but it really is a good feeling.
Yeah.
I've been known to say that where else can you work besides Disneyland, that everybody has a smile on their face when they come in to see you. So it's a good thing to do.
Yeah, you always left happy when you rented your film, or